Hi guys, this is Cody's Tech Tips, and welcome to our supposed going to be live stream. Now, this is where we talk about tech and we talk about what's on the latest market, what's going on in the tech enterprise, and so on. So,
Pretty much, yeah. I'm Tom. I'm the guy behind the camera that does the amazing shots, that has a really crap camera.
and I'm the one who does the editing and the one who's actually in the videos and the one who technically owns the channel. Owns the channel,
Technically.
but
We
anyway.
are currently in two different spots, and I've decided to do something awesome.
Oh yes, as you do. So, what do we want to start with today? We got much on the tech list, actually.
Oh my god, there's been a little bit that's been happening.
We'll start with the old news and work our way up. Okay, well, a long while back.
What should we start off?
I think we should start with coin. Yeah.
The coin?
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have a go.
Oh, okay. Probably about a year ago, a mediocre-sized group decided to make a credit card, which was pretty much one credit card that held all your credit cards, and it was really cool. And I've only just gotten onto this topic now. I'm actually thinking of pre-ordering one, maybe doing a video on it. But if you guys would like to check it out, we'll leave a link below. But we're just wondering, with the coin, you could call it. It's a unique invention, and it's just one credit card, and one credit card, a button, and a small I think a small LED display.
Yeah. You can see it here.
Anyway,
it's like up in the corner.
Yeah, and it's a small LED display which displays what card you're on.
Are those numbers the numbers of your card? Because if that's true, then privacy is like nothing.
No. It's just giving you the number card of what it is on the list out of all the cards you have, and date and the date that it was last used. But yeah,
okay.
I am worried about privacy because think about it. One person gains access to this card, all your cards are gone. But on the opposite side, it's an electronic card, and pretty much if you get far away from it, your phone will notify you on if you're far away from it.
That's good. That's a good implementation. So if you leave it, have you ever seen that ad where that person leaves their credit card under the desk and it's just conveniently leaning up against the pole?
And
it locks.
Just like Combank. Have you seen those ads where the girl leaves behind her wallet and then, oh no, all of her money's gone? Anyway, it's actually quite a big founded, pretty big project. Now we got Engadget, The Verge, and I'm not sure if you guys heard of Gizmo, but pretty much we got lots of people supporting it. Now, if you go onto their website, they have a very easy display and showing you like how it works.
I've got the video here. Do you want to play?
Yeah, it's very colorful. Yeah, show them.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to do. Not the video, but the actual display underneath showing it.
So my wallet
just if you go through it, it gives you a basic
debit cards,
basic list of it,
rewards cards,
and it's ready for pre-order now. I've seen people get their hands on it yet,
but that can be a while.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's a simple card, just like
it's
a
pretty
regular
small
payment
actually.
You can
but
it just like any
still
other
does
card.
the job that everyone.
The difference between a coin.
But
and
I was
another
actually thinking
card.
of pre-ordering one, but I decided that I shouldn't. I should have, but because
All
they
these
weren't.
cards
Okay, in
are
Australia,
inside my coin.
they said that they weren't eligible
I can
for
pay
the
for stuff
time,
with any
and
of them.
now that they're available,
I'm gonna use the
now
personal
I want one, of course.
By the way, we're in Australia.
My coin has all the same
Yeah,
data, and
pretty
it's
much
just
that
like
is
my debit
$50
card would when I
each.
swipe it.
Now that's a bit obsessive if you ask me.
This is
And
a business
it's
so I'm
quite
more
a lot.
expensive
But
on a
But
now,
if you
business
think
card.
about the expandabilities of
I
it,
just tap this button,
Yeah, but,
select the right
worthwhile.
card.
yeah,
That's
but
it.
now that it's actually been now that the pre-order is
How do I
over,
get my cards
and
in
now you
my
have to actually
coin
pay
direction?
for it.
It's a fair
It's
question.
actually
I use
it's
this thing
$100 each.
and the coin app.
Jeez.
oh, I can see here. It plugs
To
into
swipe
your
them
plugs
Take
into
a
your
picture,
AUX
in,
cable.
so I know which one it
Plugs
is.
into your AUX.
It's got a card reader
that's it.
which plugs into your AUX cable, and
No,
Oh,
I can.
security.
it's like the
This is cool,
Square.
too.
If you
Let's
look
say
up the
you pay
Square
with your
register,
coin,
I
got
think
a
you
lot
can
on
get
your
one.
mind,
If you're in America,
leave
you
your
can get
coin
one
behind,
for free.
like
Just
a
go to their
dummy.
website, make an account.
Yeah,
See
it's
that?
showing it now actually.
The coin uses a low power Bluetooth
it's quite
signal.
good,
It
yeah.
knows when your phone is
It's
hot
useful.
and when it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's quite nifty.
In this card,
I
all
have
your
to admit, would you buy one?
You can add as
You know what,
many
that
as
would
you
be
want,
useful.
and it
Leave
stays
in the
the
comments
same
if you
size.
buy one.
And
but
all you ever need is
personally,
one.
I'm not too sure if I
One
would.
coin for all
Drink
your
Well,
cards.
over there.
Yeah, it would be high on my priority list because I actually have quite a lot of
I'm here
credit
to tell
cards.
you.
Plus, this can actually add gift cards and so on. For example, if you go to Starbucks every day, swipe it in and you got it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. But I'm not sure whether it would transfer
No, it does. They've given an example of it and everything.
to Australia, is what I mean.
Oh, it's
Whether
just
it would
Australia?
go
I
continue to
think they
Australia.
will, but they actually have to change the digit code for it and so on. It will soon come. Plus, think about it. There's a limit. There's almost. I'm not sure how many types of cards there are. Actually, leave it in the comments if you know how many there are. But
Oh,
there's a limit. There's
there's
maximum.
20 per country.
And you gotta add everyone and make sure that all of them are accountable.
And you know, if one stuffs up, then it's stuffed up. that's the thing. You know, if that card doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Too bad. Haha.
Pretty much the main aim of it is to aim for business cards. Like okay, you have a business account, you have a MasterCard, FPOS, Tap and Go, all that. Anyway, off that topic, let's get into the phone industry. Now, Android Authority. The new Moto E 2015. If you look at an unboxing of it, they've done an amazing job of displaying it.
I'm just on it. Where is this? Sorry.
This is Android Authority. Pretty much the Moto E. They made a display called the Moto E Prep Conference. Now it's a small little box which you fold open.
Is that the one that say like Linus Tech Tips did?
Unbox Therapy, all them, yes.
Is it the Moto E 2015 is now available
Yes.
on Boost Mobile and Sprint for
Yeah.
$99?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I think
That's not bad.
if you buy if you actually buy it, if you buy it unlocked, I think it's $119. And if you buy it, for the normal version, which is 3G, it's $109. And if you want to buy it with Lite for 4G, you actually, I think it's another $20 to $30. I'm not sure what currency this was in, but I looked on the website and it said this. But it's a really
It must be US because Android Authority is based in the USA.
Yeah, I think it is.
And plus, we don't because we're in Australia and because we're Australian, we don't actually have Boost Mobile and Sprint, so we that's not for us.
Yeah,
Sad face.
But anyway, it was a it's an okay phone. I personally would get it because I love the Moto G products. I have a Moto G Moto G second gen and it's still SIM 8 GB, does the job, and it's a great phone. It's lasted me a long time and it's good quality. The cover on the back of it is just
Oh, that's awesome. So it's
No.
also available on Virgin Mobile in
Yeah.
Australia. Yeah, you can get it there.
Yeah, most likely. They're
No,
probably
it says here you can get it on Virgin Mobile beginning tomorrow,
nice.
Monday.
Shocker. Now onto the Yoda phone too. Now, if everyone, e-ink is the new thing. Pebble smartwatch, Pebble Steel, they've all done e-ink, and now that they've released the new Yoda phone, it's pretty much a two digital displays on the back of each other. Now we have the e-ink display on the back, and we have the normal display. I think it's 5 inch on the front. Now on the back, you could use it's for basic stuff. For example, quick grabbing the mobile and so on. So you don't have to go through the whole interface, and it's low power. You don't need much power for it to run. Very simple. It's a cool phone, but I've heard that it drains your battery like mad just having two displays. You don't need it. Personally, I would actually have just a pure e-ink display. Because if you're looking for something that can last a long time and actually has a touchscreen, oh, there you go. You got a phone. Done.
That's you got a point there. It
Like,
said that in the coming months it'll be updated to Android 5.0 Lollipop.
Oh yes, it will. But with the Yoda phone too, it runs Android Vanilla on the back of it, which is the e-ink version of it, and it's I just personally I would just go pure e-ink because there's is it really necessary to have an e-ink display on the back unless you're someone who wants to have a unique phone that no one else has and no one else will have in your school?
Well, everyone's different.
Still. Moving on. Yes, the S6 and the HTC One M9 have just been released along with the S6 Edge, and these are actually some pretty cool phones on the markets.
I'm quite excited to see. Is that it? On the back of it, is that actually a fingerprint scanner, or is that just no?
on the
On the back of it, or is that the camera
you mean the Yoda? Wait,
of the Samsung?
Oh no, that's not fingerprint
That's
scanner.
the camera. There's another phone on the back of it that has a fingerprint scanner. Which one is that?
I
I'm not
don't
sure.
know, but I think you're getting mixed up with the LG G3. That doesn't have a fingerprint scanner at the back. That's just an on button.
One of them. No, I saw. We'll probably get to it eventually.
Eventually. Anyway, with the S6, it's quite an amazing phone. It just has a nice panel back. It's all smooth, glossy, and it's pretty much the high-end Samsung phone. Besides the Galaxy Alpha, which was a great phone with the metal bezels, and the Note 4. Now,
it's probably going to be a fool.
Oh, but okay, let me go on. This
Coming
is
out April 1st.
What?
It's coming out April 1st.
Yeah.
What timing?
No, shocker. Anyway, as I was saying, the S6, I actually think the display's been upgraded, and I'm not sure if it's OLED or not, but it has I've heard that the display is amazing, and that it has great pixel density and so on. I think it's Quad HD. Don't hold me on that, but I think it is. And the edge, it actually has curves now. I think the
the edge has a curved.
Yeah, but on both sides actually now.
Yes.
And
yes, both.
I actually think the Note 4, it had too much of a jagged edge, and it just had a bit more of a drop.
A design refresh and a supposed return to fundamentals makes up what might be.
It just look amazing. Moving on.
I'm just looking at this video. Let's have a look. That's the camera.
Anyway, moving on. The camera, I forgot what pixel density is it.
The camera is. I'm not too sure.
Forgot.
16 megapixel rear-facing camera.
It's good and all, but I think HTC have beaten them with a 20 megapixel camera, which they promised it in the M9. The actual back of the X6.
But the thing is that HTC?
Yeah, no, that's Samsung.
Yeah, no, the 20 megapixel one.
Yes, that's HTC.
They sometimes don't deliver, I find.
I find they're actually very good with their promises. Samsung actually, I think, tend to break this.
That is true. Samsung are not the best. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I don't mind it. I don't mind Samsung, but sometimes they don't keep their promises. Anyway, looking at the phone, the glossy back, it's nice and all, but I'd be scared to smash that. It's like it's another
you won't be able to get a first party case because they're all just going to be crap.
I know, but
that's get a third party, either like a metal or a quite dense plastic.
Well, if you look at Apple and their job with their first party cases, the
colors,
5C,
the colors, the
popcorn case, yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it?
The popcorn case.
But going on, I think it's just too much of a thing to crack. For example, the camera, seeing that it sticks out, I don't mind it. It's not bad, but seeing that the camera actually sticks out.
The new iPhone has that as well.
I don't mind the camera sticking out. It's just that I'd be scared if I dropped it. You're gonna shatter the lens on it.
It's irritating.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I think it now has
like a massive mole on it.
I think it has a sensor now, a flash on it, and what else? There's a couple of other things. They got new gesture movements and so on to turn it on and all that. Just some special touches which they've added. And the other thing,
so small things can help sometimes so much.
Yeah, that's what made CyanogenMod. It's just CyanogenMod 12. They had new things.
Thought about it. It's been thought about.
It's just been what would you? It's customization. Eric, still speaking. It runs on Android 5.0.2, which is it's the most recent. So great. Good on that. actually, speaking of phones which actually haven't already updated, the LG G3 is still on 4.4.2. It's and plus that battery life with the screen. But it's a great. From the look of it, it sounds like a great phone. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Now to the second phone which was released this week, the HTC One M9. Looking at the pardon?
What's that on?
No, don't worry. I'm just looking at. I'm just talking about it out of secondhand, not in context. But pretty much the M9, it's everything that you didn't want with the M8, and it's now got a square back-facing camera, which it's not amazing, but it's a good camera. But the look of it, it's still.
I released a teaser video.
I find it ugly personally. The actual look of it, like the M8, I liked the round one more, but it's a camera. You got to deal with it. Still speaking, they've actually added in the M8. They had a dock case, right? Now this was the best first-party case you can get from HTC. Best first-party case ever made by a manufacturer. HTC just.
You know what they've done? This teaser video, they've gone on Apple style and like made it so that it forms together. You know those videos that make it so that it forms together, and like the buttons pop out and then the text just get grooved in. They've gone on Apple style in that teaser video.
The M9, it looks like a great phone. I'm pretty sure it has the it's nowhere near
the back looks curved.
Yeah, it is. It's got a curve. It's nowhere near the they've gone off stock. Like they're nowhere near stock. They've got their own HTC modifications and everything, so it's not near stock. But it still seems like a good interface for me personally.
Yeah, there's some things that I wouldn't mind changing.
The camera, 20 megapixels, great step there.
It's a 20 megapixels.
I'm pretty sure. And
Jesus.
I think they got rid of their special. I forgot what they had in their old HTC M8, and it was something like something Retina. I forgot what it was, but yeah, it did not work. It wasn't that good.
Happens.
The sense, I think it has a sensor on it too.
You know, they say if you want to make God laugh,
still
tell him your plans.
Yes,
But there
the
must be
speakers
one.
on it. They're front facing as always.
The
At the top,
reason
they've
we're
added
all
a
here.
new camera, which
Though
is
everyone seems so different.
they're just upgrading.
Until you know them a little.
Just upgrading.
Upgrades,
just for a minute.
upgrades. It's what everything's about.
A flash.
It's not just those. It's
Because we're
about
closer
those
than we
massive
think.
jumps, not those little tiny things. That
It's just
help.
us. In this
true.
world. on
Sometimes,
this
like
planet.
they've done a few small
Intensely
things,
quiet.
but they just sometimes they make
brilliant.
that too much of a big jump.
Seems like we
and
forget.
It just goes
And we're
either
gently reminded.
amazingly well, or it
we're all
just
the same.
crashes and burns.
I found the biggest jump
Maybe
that
that's
HTC
the
made was going the
and the
metal
reason
back.
to remember.
The
That's true,
that
and
deeper
that's a
connection.
successful big jump.
And more shall be
The
revealed.
M7, that was a good
'Cause we're all
phone, but
one.
the M8 took it out of the
We're
ballpark.
all
But going on to cases, you were talking about the first-party Apple case, right? Absolutely crap. Now let's go to
Yes.
HTC. They've created. Okay, if you look up the dot case for the M9, it's just the
M9
best first-party case you actually
case.
got. Now, pretty much, it's pretty much a case with lots of holes in it, and you're
I
thinking,
can see.
wow, good job. But pretty much underneath it, we actually have another interface where we can pick up calls, turn them down, check the time, the weather, what you have on your calendar. And they've got
An
new
update
themes for it
to
now.
the rather
With the
unique
first
case
one they
that came
had,
with the
it just- you
HTC
could
One
pick up a call and hang
M8
it up,
now comes with the
and,
HTC One
just
M9
tells
with a
you
little
the
bit more
time and the
customization
weather.
available
But with this,
and
they've
a little bit
actually
more functionality
added new stuff
underneath.
to it.
This
For
is Joshua
example,
Vergara from Android Authority. What's going
they've
on, everybody?
added,
And this is a look at the
I forgot their name,
updated
it's
dot
like
view
brick
case for the
breaker,
HTC
something like
One
that. And pretty much you got to
M9.
get the ball and destroy the bricks is on.
Oh yeah, like games.
Case. And which is
Especially
cool
if you
to
are
show
familiar
off
with
what
the
it can
original
do.
dot view
They've added
case
new
from the
themes to
HTC
it,
One
which
M8, there actually isn't too much
I
that you have
think
to say here, other
themes
than the
look
fact that there are
like-
quite a few other colors, and now that the back is available
The
in a
themes look like-
translucent
I'm
fashion, now
having
you'll
a
be
look at
able
it
to
now.
show off
It
the
look
back
like
of the
they've just
HTC
got a
One
normal
M9 and not
background
cover
and
it
placed
up
it
with just a
underneath,
plain
and
color
it just
on the
looks like
back.
you've just closed the case.
Also,
on your
these particular
already on
cases
LED
have
screen.
less of a
So
soft
I
touch
just
feel
keep
to
it all
them,
white
which is something
pixels,
that I
and
thought was a
also
bit
to
of a
reduce
bummer
battery life,
because they feel a
which
little bit
you're
more
gonna be
hard
using with it.
plasticky and thus not really quite as
The good thing
premium
about it is that you
as
don't
the
actually
dot
have
view
to
case
open
from
your
the
case to check
previous
the time, just
edition.
tap
But that
the
being
case.
said, you still have
Yeah,
all of the
no,
dots
that's
on
good
the
how
front
they-
that will
how
cover the
they-
screen,
that's
and a
good.
small magnet
Yeah,
inside of the
I
case
saw that
will
at the
trigger
beginning
the
of this
smart
video.
cover
good.
capabilities. When
I
you
like
open
it.
up the case, you will
It's
be able
quite
to turn on the
cool,
screen quite easily,
nice,
but
sparkly,
it is when the
shiny,
case is
amazing.
closed that
And
you
you
have
Sparkly,
all of the
shiny,
functionality
amazing.
coming
But
underneath. The
there's
same
also one where you can
gestures
create
that
your
are
own
used
backgrounds.
when
Now, for
bringing the
example,
motion of the phone
I've
up to your
watched
face,
some of
and then double
NKVHD's
tapping on
videos.
the screen
I
are
do
available
like his
here,
reviews
even
here
just
and there.
swiping to the
But
left and
pretty
right,
much
or
true,
even
they
down in
do.
order to
he took a
trigger
photo
the
of his
voice
desk and
recording,
he
for
turned it into a
example.
background,
But
which
double tapping
it
on there
was
will
it
bring you
wasn't
a
that good
quick
photo,
look at your
no, it wasn't very good.
notifications and give you
But
a
it
nice
was
looking
still
background to
it's
boot. Now, this is
customization.
not
And
necessarily
he,
new in the
if you
.view
guys know
case, and it is
Justin Moore,
definitely a
he's
functionality that is quite nice
an
to
artist
have when
that
you have a
does
case on here that's supposed to protect it and
assets,
also be able to
and
bring you a
these
little
are
bit of
panel
functionality
drawings and
as
so on.
well.
But they're
But
very
from
his
there is
style
actually a
of drawing
.view case
is very
application that we saw
geometric
in the
and just gets
1M9 that
triangles
has
and
been
so on to
updated to
create something
provide a little bit
massively
more
cool. If you want to
customization
check him out,
when
we'll
it
leave
comes
him
to
in
your
the below.
experience with this
But
particular
yeah, he's a
case.
great artist.
One in
Pretty much he took
particular
a
is the
photo of it
ability to
and turned it into a
theme
background, and that actually looks
the
really good.
notifications that you
I'll give
get,
him that.
change the background, for example,
Anyway,
behind the
moving
clock
on
that is
from
at the
the
top,
dot
and then
case,
be
let's
able to
get
see.
into software, hardware, so on. Now, look at oh yes, the Gear VR. We actually have some more competition.
Is this on Android Authority?
No, this is on Engadget.
Okay.
The Gear now, the Gear VR. It's good and all. It's pretty much ripping off Google Cardboard, which was released at the developer conference, given to all the developers. But with this, it's sort of I think they've done a better step and they've just cleaned it
You
all
know
up.
what? I think what they're going to do is they're going to overtake what's their face, Oculus, with it, because people already have this phone, and all
Yeah,
they have to do is buy this attachment.
I
They
know,
don't have to buy a whole separate thing.
I know that's true, but think
The
about
only downside
it.
to this is you can't connect it to your computer.
But think about the proper gamers. They're going to want to actually connect it to the games and so on.
Exactly. That's the only downside to this. If they had a second version that could connect to your phone and your computer, then they'd take it a step further and escalate it
But
so
pretty
much more.
I think all you can really do is just have like uh, development environments, which they've already have pre-installed with some software that you buy for it, and you just it's cool, but I have to admit I'd rather do games with it. I've had a look at the Dev Kit 2, which they released. Now that was a good step before, and they still have have you they've still got the motion tracker and everything, the gyro for the vision and everything. But with the Oculus before that, they actually had a leap motion in front of it for your hands and everything. If you don't know what the leap motion is, it's a motion tracker, and you can use it to create stuff on the screen and so on. But they had to attach that at the front, but now I don't think they're going to need to do that. But the DevKit 2, it's a big step forward. Speaking of virtual reality, Razer and HTC have actually gone ahead and done
Yes,
something.
I know. I saw.
If you
I
look
saw
at Razer,
that.
they did the OS VR. Now that's a virtual reality. Virtual reality, pretty much, it's a bit like the Oculus a lot. You do need to get a leap motion for the hand movements and everything. But I've been told that the pixel density on it, like the actual display and everything, has been cleaned up, and pretty much they polished it and made it a whole lot better. With
Good.
HTC, Valve, they actually helped them with this, and they made the HTC Vive. Now,
I saw that, but the problem with Valve is that they never deliver anything on time.
I don't
They
care.
never.
But who cares? They made Portal, they made Portal 2, they made uh
How late did that come though?
made Half-Life and Half-Life 2. But
And Team Fortress.
yes, but they were the biggest success, and they just can't fucking count to 3. But pretty much they're starting with this virtual reality headset, and it looks good. They actually have a camera on it, so you can get the environment around you, and you can maneuver. You can actually create a terrain and image everything, so that you can maneuver around where you are at the time. Just it looks completely different.
Yeah, I saw that. And apparently, in the corners of the room, you can put these sensors that'll detect you, but not just that. It'll detect other people that have that device as well, and you'll be able to see that other person.
It's a bit like HoloLens, but
Exactly. Yeah.
they put a camera on it, and pretty much you just build onto your terrain that you have.
I can't wait for them to release that. That'll be so good.
I have to admit, I would find that better because I don't want to be running into. I want to with virtual reality. The point of it is to make it feel like you're in a game, and you can't do that if you're not moving around and you've got to.
That's the thing, and that's what they've smashed. That's what they've smashed now, because you just put sensors in the corners of the room, and you can move around in it. But you have that room to move around in, with other people.
Amazing.
It's awesome. It'll be so good once it comes out.
So what do you want to start with next? Tablets, smartwatches,
You know what?
Phones.
I saw this. Have a look at the go back to Engadget and go on to Apple Apple Watch. Apple Watch.
Here's how you pay.
Gotta look at this.
Yes, go on.
There's the Sport.
Yeah,
That'll be $349.
lovely. Just another way to empty out my pocket.
Yep. You know what? It's even worse.
Strange.
I actually don't mind the look of the Sport, but
Here you go.
the basic one, the mid range one, $700. $700.
You're paying for your phone and your watch. Like you're paying. You either choose.
Are they planning to build like a nuke or something? It's like seriously.
They better. Okay, if it's better be worth it. If it's just Android Wear 2.3. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Goodbye iOS. I don't
Want to
even
know
use
what else is worse?
What?
The version up, the gold one.
25 karat gold, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. 15K.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Thank you, Apple. You know, I heard them say that it was
No,
$349.
it's 1.5K. 1,500.
Yes, sorry, 1,500. But still, that's a crap ton for just a watch.
I'm sorry. I'm going to go with if I had to choose a smartwatch out of all of them, either the LG GR watch, the Huawei watch, the Razer Naboo, the Moto 360. Actually, no, not the Moto 360.
I don't mind that. I don't mind the Moto 360 or the Pebble.
Battery life on it. Pebble
Steel.
Sorry, the Pebble Timeline. That was.
Did you see that?
Yes. The Pebble Timeline.
The Kickstarter.
It broke the Kickstarter records, right? On the first day, it got I think it was $9 million of backers, right? Right now, it's got 14 points.
Let's have a look, actually. I'm going to have a look now.
14 point something million, and it actually broke the records on Kickstarter, and it was the most funded Kickstarter campaign out there at the moment. Now, the Pebble Timeline, it's got a color e-ink display, which they actually had e-ink display on the Pebble smartwatch, but this has been upgraded to the Pebble.
Holy crap! You know, they've still got 19 days to go, and they've got 16 million.
Go on.
Well, you know what their goal was?
What?
Hey Kickstarter, my name's Matt.
500,000.
I'm the founder of Pebble.
Pretty
You may
much
remember
with the
Pebble
watch
from our
smashed
first
it.
campaign, when a
They
bunch
got a
of you
color.
supported
They got a
our
color
quest
ink display,
to help the small
which now you have
people
color in it.
build a watch
that
that's widely
changes color and so
regarded
on.
as
But
the
it runs
best
off.
overall.
It runs off
That's why we're
Timeline.
back
Now
on Kickstarter.
Timeline is a Timeline is their new operating
Starting with
system
a brand
OS
new
for their
color
Pebble
ink
devices,
paper
and pretty much it's.
We worked
If you look
hard
at
to
your
make
phone,
Time a
for example, you look at your
fantastic
history on iOS
It's
device
also much
or
thinner, with an ergonomic design
Android
that
device,
comfortably
and you look at the
fits
history in the
curve of
previous
your wrist.
browser, and it has all the lists
Like the
sorted
original
down
Pebble,
directly underneath
the
each
display
other.
is always
With Pebble
on and readable,
Timeline, pretty
even
much
in
you
the
have
brightest sunlight.
3 buttons
It's
inside,
durable,
and it's either
but
down
lightweight,
or up, and it tells
and
you what you have in your
water-resistant.
calendar, and you can
Pebble
navigate
Time
between
conveniently
screens and events
delivers
that you have.
messages and
So it's quite a
notifications to
cool
your
watch.
wrist.
You can still
No,
play
no.
games on it. You can
And
still
partnerships
play.
with some of the
it
world's
most
popular
works
apps.
with my pathetic
Pebble makes a
iPhone
great
5C.
sports watch.
Yeah, throw that
It
on a
works
wall.
great with
Why'd you buy it?
iPhone, Samsung, and Android
It's
phones.
$100.
We also
I
added a
threatened to leave
microphone,
Virgin,
so you
and
could send
they
quick voice replies,
they said,
or
"Oh
take
no,
notes
don't
on the
leave.
go.
We're
And
almost
of
broke.
course, the battery lasts
You only
to a
have to
full
pay
week.
$100 for this."
While designing Pebble Time,
So-
Piece of crap.
we followed our core
I can't
belief.
blame
It's
it.
it's
A
not
smartwatch
bad, but I
should help
wouldn't
simplify your
wouldn't
life.
suggest
It shouldn't try to
getting it.
replace your
It's a
smartphone
plastic
or distract
cover.
you even more.
It's a
To
plastic.
create a
Okay.
more useful
We
and
got
truly
the
smart
revolutionary
watch,
iPhone
we
4S.
needed to design
And what
a
did we
better
do?
interface.
We just got
Luckily,
and melted
the answer
down
was
some
right up our
water
sleeves.
bottles and turned it into a
Turns out
case.
the best
so true,
interface for any watch is
Amazing.
time.
Magic.
They're
That's why
saving
we
money.
built a new
They're
system
not saving
called
the
Time
environment, and their
It
products are
organizes
getting
useful
worse by
information
the
in
day.
the past, present, and
I'm
future.
sorry to all you
Here's how
Apple
it works.
iOS lovers out there.
Yeah,
With
no,
one
sorry,
click.
but
See what's
I
coming up next.
sometimes
Apple. Like, I've
Schedule
seen the
for your
Apple
day,
Pay, for example. Smack it
reminder
up
to
against
get
the
your kids,
Apple-
or when that movie starts.
yeah,
It also
wow.
helps if you need to catch up.
Whoops,
Scroll
sorry
back
to
in
say.
You know what?
to see the email
And
you
also
missed,
talking about the Apple
your step
one,
count for the day,
how
or
are
the
they
score
going to do
for
the
the game
security
last
for
night.
the Apple Pay then?
Now,
Like for the iPhone, they have
just to see what's
the
on
finger
display,
scanner.
or to
But
check
what's
the
the
market.
security
You
around
can
the Apple
reliably
Pay
get
for
the
the
details
Apple
you need
Watch.
at a glance.
On Ori
Hold on a
F
second.
podcast, come and go. already have a limit.
Hey mom,
You can
we're
only
filming
spend
right now.
$2,000 a day,
I'll be back in a bit.
and
But
that's
you
max.
can change that just from your
Apps
bank.
and developers
Just
will
with
be
your
able
bank.
to
You just
insert
have to
pins
call up
into
your
your
bank and say,
timeline.
no, I want to change it to
We're also working
some
to bring
ridiculous
content to the original
There's-
tablet and Pebble
I
Steel
actually
as
had a
well.
teacher that
We believe
he
timelines
lost
is
his
how
card
you'll
to
interact
a
with
he
wearables
lost
in
it,
the
and
future.
pretty
To do
much
things like
he found out that someone
keep
had
tabs
taken
on the
it and
sports
had
that you
spent
follow,
$2,000
or remind
worth
you
of
of the events
whiskey
you care
and
about,
wine and cigarettes
without
on
taking
it.
you out of the moment,
And it
all
was this
while
big,
helping you
I
get
felt
things
he's,
done.
I think overall,
Remember to call Mom
$6,000 was lost because he spent
We
$2,000
started
every
Pebble
day
to
tapping
create
go.
technology
Oh,
that blends
just
seamlessly
frenzy.
into your life. Because of you,
You see,
that
that's
dream has
problem with
become a
tech.
reality.
There's no
Now we're
security
back on
there.
Kickstarter to work directly
You know,
with you,
at least
the
what they
community
could do
that
is
got
at
us
least
here.
have a photo.
Unlike our first
when they
project,
tap
Pebble
it, they
Time
have
is
to,
nearly complete.
The guy at
The
the
only thing
counter
missing is your
has to
support.
approve that
Join
it's
us.
actually
Help
this
shape the
person.
future
Like,
of
for example,
wearables.
each
Pebble was the first
credit
step.
card
Help us
has
do it
a
again.
photo assigned
It's
to it,
time.
and if the person looks the same, it's just going to be.
That ruins the point of tap and go. Well, personally, I would actually, fingerprint scanners, I'd have that to activate your card, and while it's on the side, it turns on, and it has, I don't know, to signify that it's working, it has a green and red LED. Swipe it, and once it's green, it says your transaction has been confirmed because your fingerprint scanned, and it's a bio
See, that's what Apple has done with their
Uh,
iPhone.
it's a biosecurity system, and the S6 now has fingerprint scanners too. Everyone's going along with the trend. It's like first Samsung make a smartwatch. Sorry, Pebble smartwatch actually made the first smartwatch, and then everyone else just follows along, and then LG comes along, Samsung, everyone. So
It'll be interesting to see what whether people for the Pebble Time this is make a separate band. Like it's pretty easy to do.
no, they have
Looking
ma-
at this here, looking at
they
this
have-
GIF here.
They already have different bands. Steel,
Yeah, no, they have them,
rubber.
but will third-party people make them?
Yeah,
Or
but they
third
already have some first party too.
I know, but I'm talking about third-party.
Yeah, they got the average length of it, and they just decided you can use. It's just like the Sony Smartwatch 3. I think that has you can just get a band from any user you want, which is cool. Customization. Who doesn't love possibilities? Do we want to move on, or do we want to talk about tablets or something like that?
You know what?
Yeah.
I hate Apple.
Why?
I used to be an Apple fanboy.
He used to suck Steve Jobs. He used to, yeah, blah, sure. He used to suck Steve Jobs' dick for iPhones and like just give me
No, I like.
that iTunes gift voucher. I want you too. Give me you too.
I can't believe that they even put U2 in there. It's nuts. Like I don't even know who they are, and I listened to like 2 songs, and it's pathetic. They are so bad. I don't like them.
Oh, well, I don't mind you too. I'm not
I
gonna
don't like them.
But moving on
I'm not an Apple fanboy anymore. In fact, I built my own PC, so
with Windows.
with Windows, it's not a Hackintosh.
But pretty much moving on. What's another smartwatch? Oh yes, the Withings Activité. Now that is or the Active Pop if you want to call it. Pretty much that's a new smartwatch on the market, and
Sorry,
it's
the what?
Withings Activité. And the or you could look at Active Pop if you want, either one. And pretty much it's a normal watch interpreted with a sense tracker, heartbeat tracker, whatever you want. And it's pretty much a fitness tracker and built in with it. And it's just a normal, elegant looking watch. It costs a lot, I'll give you that. But it has a battery of up to 6 years, and it has a battery of up to 6 years, and it's one of the best watches that out there if you want an activity tracker. It's like the pretty much Fitbit Surge combined with a Moto 360 look and a non-electronic base, which means that it has a long-lasting battery.
It's waterproof.
And yes, it's a normal watch.
It's not bad.
Rather 100.
When are you ever gonna go 100 meters deep?
When I lose my Pebble smartwatch and it goes all the way down, I'm like, damn it, Withings Activity Watch, come on. In I go.
Right. It'll be good to see how much did you say it was?
It was.
They've gone Apple. It's 450.
They've gone Apple.
They've gone Apple.
But think about it. 6-year battery for a smartphone.
That's still pretty good. 6 years. That's not bad.
And think about it. You're
Was
asking
it 6
for
or 4?
It's I think. Oh no, it's 6. And it's you're asking for a high-end smartwatch here that can last. We gotta speed things up a bit.
Yeah. How long has it been? It has been 34 minutes.
Yeah.
You know
Moving on.
what? I really wouldn't mind seeing them make a cheaper version.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's probably not going to happen, but
If
I
you're
wouldn't
a
mind
fitness
seeing it.
tracker with a screen on it, you're going with the Razer Nabu. And if you're looking
Yeah,
for
no, I
Razer Nabu X,
I
that's
really
coming out.
wouldn't. Yeah, I really would like to see the Razer Nabu sometime soon in my hands.
You wish. You wish. Now looking at reviews. Let's go on to the phone market. Yeah, the LG. Actually, no, we've already done phones.
We've
But,
done phones. What have we done?
tablets. Okay, the 7000 by Dell. Now it's an OLED. It's an OLED display tablet, and it's one. I know it's by Dell. Don't lose. I'm not losing you, Tom. No, I know not many people like Dell unless it comes from Alienware and Dell. I don't.
I
Like,
still don't like Alienware.
I know, but still.
I'm gonna have to type it in my keyboard.
The 7000 is actually a it's by the Venue series, and it's actually one of the most mind-boggling nice looking tablets. It has
If that's true, then I might forgive them. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, no, it's not bad actually.
they got the if you look at the Aquos Crystal, the Sharp Aquos Crystal, which was the first bezel-less phone all round, besides the bottom. It is, you could say that they've picked up their game. Only thing I don't like is the front-facing cameras are pathetic. I think they're too what?
They've got like a extra section that's just useless.
At the back.
No,
Oh,
at the bottom of it. It's like this extra section there.
that's the camera.
It looks like crap.
It's not a good camera. It's a pretty pathetic camera if you ask me. Well, what else? It's actually you could call it's let me think. Pretty much, it's got a sensor at the front of it. Sorry, at the back of it, and they haven't actually put any software into it, so it's still in a developing phase. And also, the camera is pretty pathetic.
So the camera's at the bottom of it?
Yes, I know. You've got to hold like that. But
Okay, I've gone back to Wydell.
your fingers actually have to go like that. It's like holding an iPad mini and treating it like a phone. Like I don't like that.
I've gone back to Wydell. Just why?
But it's Dell. I know
Camera at the bottom?
I
Everyone's going to flip it around and say, oh, look, camera's at the top.
I
And
know.
then some guy from Dell is going to come along and say, no. And everyone's going to get pissed off.
But, like,
It's so predictable.
I feel sorry for Dell because like I used to think their products were they were okay. But they're just their tablet range and their tablet and phone range before just lost me, and I was just like, no, they're shit. Like, I even looked at their monitors and all, and I thought they were okay, but then I lost it because I just over a while they hadn't done much like that boggled my mind. Like LG, they did it, and they had a great job. Like LG made the 340, sorry, the 34, 6, the 30. Okay, sorry. Let me repeat this again. My mind is going off. Okay, the 34 UC97 curves monitor, which was the quality on that was amazing. I would buy that.
I did see that it was actually pretty good.
But
yeah.
What do you? We got one more topic we need to get onto.
One more, I believe.
I'm just thinking. One more topic. What is it going to be?
Jesus. When I was last on the Pebble Time.
Yeah.
When I was on it before, it was 16,840,000, and now it's 16,852,000.
1,000.
1,000. Yeah.
I think we
That's
should
crazy.
of laptops. Now, talking about bezel-less, oh, the Dell. Dell are going on a bezel trend. I know. Pretty much, if you look at the XPS
Why do we
13
even bother?
by Dell, it's one of the bezel-less laptops, and it actually looks good. Just get rid of the Dell logo and don't know, slap a big Windows.
So, what is this?
The XPS 13 by Dell. And now it's a pretty good tablet. It's a 13-inch one. It's a bit like the MacBook Air, but the bezels have just been reduced, and it looks. I find it a very nice tablet. Now, if they did that,
Touchscreen.
monitors,
Does it?
if they did that with their monitors, I'd buy them. I just peel off the Dell logo because I don't like the look of Dell's logo. If they turned it into something like, if you look at Squarespace, they have a good logo. Just slap something like that on there. Just redesign their logo, not just Dell.
Yeah, no, that's true. Apparently, the E is meant to stand for something else.
Now it comes in at a price of 1,300, which is
1,199.
no
Apparently.
1,300. It's at retail.
Well, probably from retailers, but at the Dell website, it's 1,200.
Still, it's about the same that you'll pay for a MacBook Air. You'll have Windows 8.1 experience. I think they're going to upgrade to Windows
Hate
10.
that.
Because Windows 10 is just
Good.
the demo of it was actually really good. My friend Tom, he tried it out, and I had a go at it too. It's nice. They've re-imaged it. Pretty much, you start with the desktop, and you can choose if you want the tablet theme or not. But it's still good.
I would have liked them to see a I would have liked to see a better graphics processor in it.
I think it runs Intel i7. I'm not sure. Just don't hold me. I know i5.
No, i5.
Yep. And
Only 2.7 gigahertz.
I think
It's not bad for a laptop.
it's good for a laptop. It's you could call it a competitor with the MacBook Air. Now I am using a MacBook
It
Air.
is.
Assassinate me. Top of my head. I don't care. But it's
And
still
this thing.
yes, that thing. We
That
both
thing.
have one.
We both have one. Yes.
I regret getting it, but you know, it's life challenges.
Challenges.
What else? There's not much going on in the laptop sector.
Yeah, no, not
Besides
too much on top.
It's sort of
This is the new Apple MacBook Air, though.
Oh yes, the 12-inch. That was actually pretty cool. Pretty much they chopped off the side bezels of the keyboard, and now you have nowhere to rest your arms. Pretty cool. Good job. Good thinking, Apple. Yay.
You know, they chopped off. There's only there's a auxiliary and a charger port.
And
That's it.
They're putting an M port processor in it, and they're keeping all the charger and everything. But pretty much they're getting rid of lots of the ports, which I'm thinking.
They're getting rid of all of the ports except for one Thunderbolt, and I reckon you'll have to buy an extra $50 thing to plug in a adapter for the Thunderbolt, and it'll add like your normal USB.
I bet you're
3.0.
gonna have Apple USB hubs. Oh.
You know, that's what they're going to do. You'll have to pay another $50 to get a adapter to have all your like 2 or 3 or 4 USBs, and that's Apple for you.
But pretty much, they sell at the store. They sell Porsche design things and so on, and they're gonna have to
Oh,
get.
that'll be interesting. It says here that it'll have Touch ID.
Oh yes, on the trackpad. They bound to add that in.
Yeah, no, it was going to come eventually, but I didn't know it was going to come so soon.
And I don't mind the look of the area, but I just don't think there's going to be much place to rest your hands. Plus the screen, I don't mind 12-inch, but I just think why?
You know, I sometimes for laptops I hate the massive screen. One of my friends have a laptop that's massive. It's like
Is it like the Razer Switchblade?
I'm not sure. I think it's the largest Alienware actually. It's the larger one.
It's like the Alienware 18 or 14.
I think it's the 18 inch.
The 18.
The 16 inch or something like that. And it is just massive, and there's no point in buying this 16-inch Alienware laptop. You may as well just buy a PC.
Pretty much, if you buy the Razer Switchblade, you're pretty much bringing a portable desktop and a keyboard with you. That's how big it is.
Yep.
It's
But the Switch Lite is useful. The Alienware is just not. The Alienware laptops are just not.
why?
Because
Because
they're optimized for gaming, right? And you
Mhm.
got a trackpad. Unless you want to spend another good amount of money on a third party mouse. And on top of that, you may as well just
Logitech have
make
cheap
yourself a PC.
like 30s. Sorry,
That's true.
yes, that's cheap.
That's true. But
But
you may as, if you're going to spend that amount of money on a
Tom,
laptop
how
that
would you
big,
suggest getting a mouse in that?
what?
How would you
No,
suggest?
I'm saying that if you're going to spend that amount of money on a laptop that big, you may as well just go build yourself one or buy one
Oh, that's
that has a proper
Razer,
graphics card that you can change.
look at the Razer Switchblade. You got customizable buttons at the side, amazing. But they actually have a trackpad built in next to the keyboard. So with the normal person on the mouse, you've got the trackpad and it's in the right position for it. Unfortunately, it's stupid enough, they didn't create one for a left-handed person, so you're stuck if you're right-handed. Good job.
You know what? And they would have sold more if they had a second model that was on the left side.
Yeah, the Razer Blade, they actually had it in the middle. It's just a MacBook Air, the Razer Blade, just with the slapped-on Razer logo and some extra modifications inside. And all their gaming software. Razer, I forgot the name of it. It's like Razer Stream, something like that.
It'd be interesting to see whether it's a 4K 4K display, the MacBook Air.
I think it's going to be Retina. That's what they call it.
Well, no, it'll be Retina, but I wonder if it'll be 4K. Like even 4.5 or 5K.
I actually wonder. I think they're actually going to get some 4K laptops out. Like, I know they have some.
That's what I'm wondering.
But I don't think they're going to actually have that many. Anyway, this wraps up about, this wraps up the laptop industry. But anyway, concluding there. Thanks for listening to Cody's Tech Tips. Check chat.
Yep.
If you liked this, please leave a comment down below and tell us if we want more, and we'll try and do that.
Interesting.
Don't people like just we want to know if you want more. That's it.
Yeah.
Thanks. But anyway, to finish off, I just want to say thanks, guys. This is Tom. This is me, Cody. Thanks for listening. This is Cody's Tech Tips. Peace.